MML, we back, baby. It's the preseason state of the commissioner, state of the league address. We're going to address a couple of things. Where the league at, where we trying to go. Everybody know we got new payouts. We got enough money. MML is a business. Remember that. I like to bring on Nitty. Nitty, what up?
What up, though, Chuck? What's happening, bro?
What's going on? We gonna, update what's going on, talk about a few things. We got some, we full. Got a whole,
thank God for that, man. Thank God for that.
Yeah, thank God. We got a whole, and we got it early, so we ain't got to worry about nothing. Hold on, what the hell am I doing? I'm trying to, I got to post it first.
Okay.
I'm getting old, man.
So probably restart it then, because probably ain't nobody on.
Yeah, hold on.
You got people on?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Hold on. I gotta put it in the chat though.
Okay.
Larry say he on.
Okay, that's dope.
I did tell him 15 minutes. It's been more like 10 though. But anyway, I kick it off, man. First, I want to start by saying last season I thought was a great year for us, even though we still a little bit in it. We got about seven seasons out of that. 7 or 8 seasons.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, Coach White had a couple. AJ had a couple. Who else won? Ray got him one. Ray won. Dylan, I want to say Dylan was the newcomer of the year. Dylan, it's rare that a newcomer come in and get a bowl. So we're getting. You know what? Yeah, he get props for that. Who would you say, right quick, Nitty, probably would be the most improved from previous, man? You know what? Vic damn near made the playoffs the last 2 seasons, didn't he?
Yeah, Vic actually, man.
Yeah.
He showed some grit this season, man. He's actually, for a couple weeks, man, he was leading that division kind of like right in the heat of everything. Like, I think he was almost 7-0 at one point.
He was. But Vic,
he was in there pretty nice, man.
Yeah, he fell off like a bad 18-wheeler, but Vic is my man. Vic competed last year.
Big solid. Hey, but it for sure though, man. It was super good, man, to see him. Kind of like show that, hey, man, if I put some time on here, man, I can make something happen. And, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. Just to getting better, man, and just make it more competitive, man. Because what I'm saying, man, it's like the gap is closing, man. It's like
it is. Oh, it's been closed.
It's a lot of people that. Probably given the right circumstances, man, could get over that hump, man, make a run or, eliminate, upset some people, man. So it's getting to the point where, everybody kind of got an identity. The core is intact, man, and, it's like me going forward and then get, the new guys there, which, Dylan and Smash, that, we talk about them later.
Both of them, great competitors,
yeah,
too.
Both of them was, man, they brought a lot to the league, man, and glad to have them, you know what I'm saying, man. So,
we gotta give a shout out to Nelson bum ass for bringing them in. Nelson actually competed last year too. I want to say that.
You're gonna get a high 3.5, 4 seasons out of Nelson. Somebody gonna unplug his station. So
Nelson.
He gave me some problems. So he was good and he was good for the league, man. I respect Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson was good for the league. AJ turned the corner. Him and Coach Coach had a good season.
Yeah, him and Coach, man. They man. You put them two in there, man, and they made some stuff shake, man. It's like they just up the ante, and they ain't just get in, man. They kind of like put a hole in the dough, man. They came to snatch too. So that's tough, man. You know, some people ain't even ever made the playoff. Bro.
Yeah.
Some dudes to come and get two, that says a lot, man.
Okay, yeah, and this year I want to touch on real quick. I didn't post the rules yet because we got to get together and rewrite them. I mean, it's basically the same rules. We're going to still have a fourth down rule. You still going to have to stream. This year, though, MML is a business. If you penalize or get suspended or break a rule, it will be a $10 fee. You know, we get all this money. Yeah, because everybody in here been in here long enough, man, especially the basic rules. Like streaming and switching players around. That's been in MML forever, man. So you shouldn't be breaking no rules. We got, I want to touch, we got a couple of original members coming back, C. Neil and Irv, and I just want to put this out. I got a $10 hit on Irv. Any nigga beat Irv.
I might take that.
Any nigga beat Irv get $10. I want to join Irv leave, and them niggas put me back out. Nah, I didn't take it personal.
You know my cash app.
Yeah. I got y'all. I didn't take it personal. And Irv, this not personal. If you watching, this is strictly business, brother. It's a $10 hit out for you. It's all fun and games, but yet and still, for everybody that beat that nigga, they getting a free $10. But you know, I'm glad they back though. Him and C.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, that was. Hey, man, I didn't know what I was going to do, man. I saw what we had, man, and I hit Herb up, man, and I really didn't know what I was going to get as far as the reaction. I'm just like, man, I don't know if they still doing their thing, do we want to play, man, but, as soon as I told him about it, man, and he jumped on, man, that was cool, man, because, me and Herb, and Steve Neal for that second, and even Ryan.
Yeah.
We kind of go way deep back. We started it, actually, they had a league already going, which, back in the day, which was called Horsepower. And, Dave Boy B was running it, and, I ended up getting in through him. And, man, shoot, we probably played, we played multiple seasons over a couple matches, man, but, them dudes were solid, man.
They competitors.
I was able to get over there, man, and, do my thing, but, it was cool playing with them, man, to have them back is cool, man, because, they the roots of the NFL off the top.
All right, I'm going to take a couple of shots at niggas right quick. Ryan, I got to take a shot at Ryan, nigga. Don't think I ain't seen all that stuff you been posting in the chat, I just done let it ride, nigga. You still a bum, and when I see you, I hope I put up 100 on you. Not talk that stuff. You sucker.
Oh, man.
He want to get in there. But I'm going to be better this year, I ain't going to be going back and forth. I just want to let you know, you done got a couple of passes from me. Now you keep on and, I'm going to have to come at you. But, Ryan, you are the court jester, nigga. That's your job. Your job is to be the clown that you are, nigga, in the chat. So I appreciate it. But anyway,
Ryan, that dude, man, I gotta give it.
Ryan. Ryan told me something one day, man, that was stuck with me forever, man, and it was the realest stuff I ever heard in the chat. I ain't gonna repeat it, and I don't know if that nigga even know, but he said something before in that chat that I live by right now, because sometimes I be wanting to wring these niggas' neck. Although I won't, I'm a non-violent guy. But this nigga Ryan say, why get mad? Although he get mad, when he said, I wouldn't even mess with most of you niggas outside of the MML. And to me, that was the truest stuff. Like, why do I get mad at these niggas? And, you know, I wouldn't even fuck with these niggas outside of this. But that was real for me.
This league will make you grow, man. I got to pat myself on the back, man. I came a long way, man. I used to let a lot of stuff get to me. And it's only because you want things to run right, man. But
we do.
Man, I just I just know, man. It's hard to manage this, and I ain't even saying manage like we watching kids. That it ain't no disrespecting nobody, but to really try to have a league where everything is on point and then still be able to play at a high level, it ain't the easiest thing.
It ain't.
You have to take yourself out of a lot of situations, man, just so you can focus on, your game. It's easy to go into a league, talk shit behind closed doors, and then play your game and bounce. That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
When you have to hear, 31 other dudes' issues and
turn that TV down.
Got issues with you.
Turn that TV down.
It's a lot to distract you from really trying to, be who you are on these sticks, man. So
people don't know, man. This is like, I enjoy doing it. I ain't gonna lie, cause I like MML. I like the guys in here. I just be talking stuff half the time, but it's a job, man, to keep up with this. Listen to everybody's opinion. You're not going to please everybody. You're going to catch flack. I know I'm going to catch flack. I make mistakes sometimes. But
yeah, we human, bro.
Yeah, we human. But overall, man, MML, like I say, about 20, 25 of the guys been in here since I've been in here, 5, 6 years, something like that.
For sure.
So,
going on year 7.
Yeah, so it's all fun and games, We try to keep it mad, and sometimes it get out of hand, but I like MML, and man, a lot of times I try to do stuff, the Gord, the what's that, Daddy Leagues, you know what I'm saying, doing these shows.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Oh, man, listen, man, the show you and Coach do, man, and, now I see, Nelson and Rose got one.
Yeah.
Man, y'all done brought so much, man, to the league to where, this part of the league, I never even thought would get to where it got. I never thought it would be like all the interaction, people, really just, man, it's like people enjoy it, man. It's fun. It's like, we all need something to do, man. Like, we all work, we all do what we do. But at the end of the day, man, it's cool to, come into this group, man, and blow our little day, man, playing this game, talking, man, because at the end of the day, man, it's really a big family, man. It's just like a whole bunch of, like a fraternity. It's just like a frat, man. Everybody got different views. Everybody, spat and throw blows here and there. But at the end of the day, man, I think if anybody ever met anybody up close and personal, man, it would always be good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these dudes, go beyond what we do on this game and, really help a dude if needed. Because,
I believe that. I done met,
it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, I done talked to a lot of these guys outside of here, met up with some of them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it's frustrating at times because they be going at me. But, I can handle mine.
Right, so, man, hey,
look at Rose.
Perfect, what we got, man. Yeah, I know, man. Hey, I got a couple minutes, man.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I got this. No, I just got a little format, man. We can kind of probably break this down on, man. If you want, man, we can do a last season review short if you want to.
Okay.
We got, I want to touch on, the new season and, what that outlook is. We can also, really ain't no new rules, but, we can talk about any new rules, kind of like where we looking at as far as the payouts. Then as far as getting into the season, let's kind of start breaking down these divisions a little bit and kind of, probably give our opinion on, what we anticipate to happen. And then I would say, maybe after that, man, I like to probably do like a top 10 with you, man, like, going into the season, just to, get a preseason ranking before any team is built or anything like that. And then at the end, man, you know, we always got our commissioner's rant. You know, so at that point, you know, man, we can say what's on our mind, and if you want to, also, you know, we can just touch on the you know, that Mount Rushmore situation. You know, what we think. You know, maybe, you know, who peeking in the window or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, from there, man, you know, it's
all right,
that might be enough to knock it out. So, you know, I'll let you get started first, man. I'll sit back and listen.
All right, well, what we gonna get started on? I ain't got a list of the divisions or.
Well, let's do this. Let's kind of I guess let's kind of just break down last season a little bit and you know, maybe our likes and dislikes, or you know, or let's just, you know, just talk about the success some people have.
Okay.
How do you feel about yourself? And then, you know, I break down how I, you know, judge myself.
All right, we gonna start. I start off with me, man. Like, you know, everybody talks stuff to me. Last year was not my year. I had a bad year. I didn't make the playoffs a lot. I think I only made the playoffs 2 or 3 times. Didn't win a division, but I, you know, attribute that to MML is a lot better, man, as far as the gap closing from the top to the bottom. I think it's a lot of people compete. I was in the tough division. Smash, like I say, Smash came. Smash was tough. And I was in there with 2-time champ, coach, that whole NFC side. Well, I'll talk about that too. That whole side, it was rough. You had Dylan coming in there. You had Drew, who, you know, Drew gonna compete every year. You had Larry over there. You have Ray over there. Mook dropped out though. I don't think Mook could mess with the big boys last year, but that's another story. I don't think he's gonna be able to do it this year either. But like I say, the success, man, what I seen, and I had told Coach White this, like the 3rd season, to me, he was the best in there at that time. Forget what Drew talking about. Forget what everybody talking about. They win all the time. As far as that last season, to me, Coach was at a level and he was breaking down people. And, you know, I always say to him, I don't know if he, like I say, oh, nigga, you didn't beat me until last season. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know I had a better record than he. But, you know, when you talk stuff to somebody in MML, they going to pick up their game. And he dominated me last year. I may have beat him once or twice, but that playoff game, I had no answer. To me, I don't know if I could say by far, but to me, he just was the best last season. I'll give AJ... You know, AJ turned it up in the end because he really was successful early, and then he kind of exploded. Now that last one, he may not like this either. It was a lot of people missing, but I don't take away. It was still killers. It was still killers in there. So you got to give him his credit for that, man. So you know he got 2, but just from beginning to end, I think it was Coach. Drew got 1, Ray got 1, but if you look at it, Coach dominated Ray last season far. I think he knocked Ray out 2 or 3 times. I don't know how many. I know at least twice. Because Ray probably could have, for all the Drew say, Ray, if it wasn't for Coach last year, he may have four rings by now. You know what I'm saying? So it could have won anyway. If it wasn't for Ray, Coach, and Dylan, maybe Drew can have 6 or 7 rings. You know, everybody say if. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't,
I mean, you know, you could always throw that out there.
Yeah, if it wasn't for them 6, if it wasn't for them 6 niggas, I might have 2 rings. They was all on my side.
Hey, Vic would have had 10.
Vic would have had 10 if we want to use if. But like I say, Nelson was tough. Cole Kelly, when he had some good GM moves. Cole Kelly was tough until he lost that team. So I like Nelson last year, what he did. I like Rose, but I tell Rose all the time, man, his focus just don't be there when he getting big games, man.
Yeah, man. I would say that too.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that.
and big games, he don't focus. And then he'll tear his team apart. But Rose could be tough. He could be tough coming up this year. AJ, we know gonna be tough. Nelson gonna be tough. Wherever he at, we know Ray. We know the regulars gonna be just tough. Period. As far as coming,
the good is getting good. They getting better, man. I think
everybody. You see, Vic. Everybody getting better, man. Taiwan, I don't know what's up with Taiwan.
Yeah. Taiwan gave me fits a few times.
Yes, he
through
could.
that season, man. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't an easy win, man.
He's not.
He gave me the blueprint once he caught me in transition, man, and he almost dominated me while I was in transition. I'm gonna break that down too.
And I will say this, bum ass Ryan. He competed. His bum ass competed last year. I don't know if he got a playoff run.
Ryan had a lot of pressure on him, man. He had his nephews in there, so he couldn't just throw seasons away, man. And his nephews actually made him compete at a high level.
Yeah, because they pretty good.
Big ups to Ryan, man. For bringing them dudes in, man, because I know, like J-Mo, he couldn't really be consistent.
J-Mo, he was tough.
He was a threat.
He was a threat.
Brand got down, you know what I'm saying? And also, later on, I just say like Coach White's nephew, he came in and he wasn't no slouch.
Yeah, towards the end he wasn't.
Yeah, it was a lot of new additions, man, that came in and made something happen. I wish, Nick would have had a chance to really dig into the game. I think, he was kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But, I saw him being competitive in certain games, and that was cool. But go ahead and finish, man, because I'll get on me when you done.
Yeah, and other than that, though, man, like I say, I thought last year was. I thought it was just good for the league. I thought the league was balanced, and it sure it was because we had 4, 5 different champs. Everybody
had a shot.
Everybody had a shot. At the beginning of the season, my prediction was Sevon. I actually thought Sevon would win last year based on how the game started off. Sevon drafted terrible.
It was geared for it.
I thought it was geared for it. But he did make one Super Bowl, but other than that, it was a bum. What also was surprising to me is Sevon did Sevon shit. But that what also was surprising for me, Coco went to that Super Bowl that first season, and he was looking good. After that, man, I don't know. Maybe Coco got to thinking about food or nice weather. That nigga just slid straight off.
Bring Coco down. No, it definitely wasn't that, man. I mean, not to put nobody out there, but he had life things going on that kind of pulled him away from the game, and he really had to deal with that outside of trying to mess with this. So I mean, but that's probably the only time you can say from the time we started.
Yeah, since I've been in there.
That he really got kind of thrown off, of what he normally do. So, like last season, even though he went to the Super Bowl, wasn't his best, but I mean, when I say what he had going on was legit, it was way more legit than what Madden could have put out there. So I can't even charge him for that because he just had things he had to do. I give him props for even he just kept competing through it. You know what I'm saying? So he got big ups, from that for me just alone. But no, he didn't fall off, man. It was just he had some other things going down that kind of took him away, and a lot of people. They shot him down for it, but they really didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, but I'm looking for Coco to be Coco this year. I'm looking for him to be back.
Yeah, I got him in my division, man. So I mean, I already know, my division from what I see is already a problem. I can't be slipping. But go ahead though, man.
All right, DL too. I think DL schizophrenic. DL could be good. DL, I be beating DL ass now. But DL just, I think, I I don't know. He worried too much, like the bullshit affects him. And he'd be like, oh man, and this. But if DL get himself together, he could be one of those, maybe AJ or Coach.
DL, man, I'm gonna dig in DL when we really when we get to this new season. But to his defense too, he came in kind of late and he didn't get what he would like. He didn't build what he played with. So that's gonna be really he can kind of sit on that. Because he just came into something and, got back involved and he didn't build it, so it was kind of hard to really judge, like, how good he was or how bad he was. He just wasn't what he built. So, I mean, I can't really, like, knock him too much, but, he is one of them players, though. If something don't go right, man, he can go from, man, I love this game, and man, fuck this game.
Yeah, and that just throws DL off.
It's a couple of them dudes in the league, you know what I'm saying? And, back to Maul, hey, he didn't play last season, but Maul like that, boy, and if they call a holding penalty on Ball, he liable to quit this motherfucker.
Yeah, Maul get like that early. That's about the second or third game, Maul be like that.
We gotta send him to therapy or something, man. If something go wrong in his division, boy, if something go wrong in his division, it don't go right, man. We might lose him. He can go play poker and won't come back.
Yeah. Hopefully we can keep everybody in here for at least 4 seasons, man. 4 or 5. Hopefully people.
I think the diehard, man. Man, we got a point now, man. The people that really want to play gonna be here, and I think. With the competition that I feel coming up in the game is actually being more, the game is kind of getting fixed to the point to where I think it'll just, bring a level playing field. But, we know how bad it is, man. They can say the game is like this, and then 2 weeks in, people might shoot it down. But, from what I've been hearing, I've been getting good reviews on, like people like the game. And it seemed like maybe the game is going back to maybe how it was when we started, when the defenses was, a problem.
So, with that being said, like Larry, from what I'm hearing, and me and you talked about Larry, man. If the game is like it was when Larry was dominating, the league,
he's gonna be a fucking problem.
They better watch out because of how he draft. Yeah, he could be a potential problem. Another sleeper who could be a problem if it's more defense is Marty Smack. Marty Smack always have.
Yeah.
He got a nice defense.
Marty live on D, man, and on that note too, man. I mean, I think Maul can make something shake, man, because Maul is actually one of the ones that really like to play defense. Like, I think Maul like defense better than he do offense,
Yeah.
But I just think like those guys, man. They definitely gonna be a threat, but I would say more so like Larry, Rose, man. I'm telling you, them two, man. It might be a whole nother level of the game if it's really defensive oriented. Because I mean, to me, them two, outside of what I've seen Ray do, and in his come up, they might be like some of the best dudes on defense that I've seen. And I mean, move good on defense, but
move.
See how much time he's gonna put in.
That's the key with move.
Rose and Larry is, I think that's who the focus may start shifting to. It may start shifting to them dudes because I mean. It's just going to be what they can do on the other side of the ball. That's going to dictate how good they're going to be. But defensively, I don't think, we ain't never had nobody really like Larry for what he done did and the stats that he put up. But I'm going to break him down later on, too.
Okay.
What I feel on him.
All right, yeah, well, that's...
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. And, I'll touch on my season just, so we can move forward, man. But, man, it was, hey... I probably, I'm going to say this, man. I heard bum, all that. I take that. And, I'm good with criticism. I'm cool with that. But this year, man, I say I got better. And the reason why I'm gonna say that, man, because I went through. I probably didn't have the draft I wanted in the beginning, but I was able to build. You know, I started out with Fields, man, and I had a problem with him, man. I mean, I was in games, but you know, I couldn't get over the hump with him. And then I think I, you know, ended up trading him to AJ, and I got Mahomes, which, you know, I actually, you know, did decent with him, but then, you know, shortly after that, Lamar came. So through all them transitions, man, you know, I was kind of maneuvering my team around, you know, trying to build a certain way, man. But Lamar was dynamic, man. I would have to say, man. And, you know, I didn't, you know, I was competing at a high level, but I couldn't defensively, man. I was probably rock bottom for my standards, man. Like, you know, I was in the big games, but I couldn't get over the hump. You know, Nelson got me a couple times in the big game. Seavon got me once, and then I think I might have lost 2 AFC championship games to
damn, you made it to the AFC championship?
Yeah, I made it a few times. Yeah, I made it a few times. I think if I'm not mistaken, I want to say I had AJ in one, and I think I had Nelson in another.
Okay.
And yeah, because I think, did Nelson go to a Super Bowl or no? Yeah, he did, because Ray did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so yeah, Nelson got me in the AFC championship, and AJ got me, and I think Seavon had got me early on one or second round. I think when he, you know, that was kind of during that, you know, that thing.
Not to cut you off, but I will say this from my standpoint: Seavon and Officer Hoyt, that was the best Super Bowl of the year. Because that came down to
the last second. I mean,
second.
Hoyt went to his bread and butter, and he got him.
Yeah, that was a good bowl. I thought Seavon.
If Seavon make that stop, man, Seavon got 3, and I mean,
yeah, we talking about him different.
Shut him up. He wouldn't be able to shut him up because he'd be worthy of one of them faces with that win. Like, he was that close.
Yeah.
Like, he wins that. There's nothing you can say. Like,
yeah.
He getting on this call.
I mean, he stole your steam though. He stole your CeeLo.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna be real. And I'll tell him, man. I'm gonna tell you what he gave me after that. But hey, listen, man. I ain't never hated on a dude in my life, man. Listen, man. I hated him with a passion. but from that game to the end, man, I was so glad he lost. I didn't give a fuck about Dylan winning. I didn't want that nigga to win, nigga. I didn't give a fuck who was playing.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't never hated on the dude, man. I had to go pray after that. And I was like, how am I hating on this dude, man? Like, he was on, man, listen, I'm watching him play, man. He over there smiling like, man, Seavon, man. Oh, my God, man.
Seavon stole his CeeLo.
Man, if I could have just went over his crib, knocked on his door, and hit him in the face with a pie or something, I'd have been whole, man. And I couldn't stand that nigga when he did that. Because, I mean, to break that down, man, I didn't even think I was playing him. I thought I had PT I was going to play. Because that's kind of how it was set up.
Yeah.
And then when the thing came up and I played him, so mind you, that early that season, I beat him like 84 to like 40 or something. I mean, I just blew him out. So I was like, man, he ain't got nothing for me. I wasn't even really scouting him, man. But what I do know about Seavon, like, the way he normally plays, it never affects me. Like, I don't have a problem beating him when he's playing, the pass and trying to one-play touchdown because I'm good at that.
Yeah.
But when he came with the run, I'm like, man, it just threw me off. And not only the run, he came with what I was using all season. He used it so much that I didn't even use it. I said, man, after that loss, man, I changed everything on my team.
And Mel is a den of thieves, baby.
Oh, man, yeah. He committed armed robbery, like, right in front of my face without a pistol, dog. It wasn't nothing I could do. Man, I was sick. Like, as soon as he came out running, it threw me off, man, and I was done. Right, and big props to Seavon, man, because he played good. But
Yeah, Nitty.
You
Now
know.
I'm gonna have to ask the tough questions, Nitty, because that's what I
Yeah, I
do.
want to hear it. Yeah, I want to hear it.
But
Yeah, I
now,
want to hear it.
Nitty, ever since I've been in MML, Nitty, you had a great team. Is it fair to say you should have way more than one bowl?
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you this. When we started,
And
man,
why don't you have more than
listen
one?
to me. No, listen to me. I'm gonna break it down. I mean, I'll admit I'm an underachiever for what I build. I could build a championship caliber team, no question. I do it every year.
Yeah.
My downfall is that I don't know everything about the game that I probably need to know when I when I play people that
Know the
actually
exploits.
yeah, that too. But on two, man, like I don't work on my defense like I should. Like I can get the players and I can get them in position, but I'm so offensive minded, because that's just what you're able to work on the majority of the time when when you're in practice mode or whatever. That I kind of neglected the defense, and I'm not going to be good until I step my D up. So to me myself, I underachieve for what I got for what I could put on the field. Like if people see me in the playoffs, they don't want to play what I put on the field.
Yeah, because it's tough.
I don't get the most out of what I got because my focus ain't on defense like I should be. Offensively, I can score with anybody. Like I don't think nobody can just like shut me down or nothing like that when it comes to that. Now certain styles will frustrate me. Somebody running the ball or milking clock, like that's kind of a frustrating style to play. But when it comes to like me, like really sitting on defense, that's where I can't get into that upper level until I get that defense situated. If I get to that, then I mean I think ain't nobody gonna wanna fuck with me if I get to that. But getting to that, like you say, the exploits, man, like that's hard to beat. Somebody knows something about that game that you don't know, and they continuously pounding you with it. You're gonna have a problem. So to me, for all the shit that go on in the league, as far as that, I mean, I feel like I'm better than above average. Like I'm always a playoff contender. I always got a shot to get there, but I need that extra push that a lot of these dudes get, by adding something else in their game, man. And I got to get better on defense. So yeah, I'm an underachiever. I mean, I'll be the first to say that.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. I'll tell you, man, right now. Who's your nemesis?
Okay.
My nemesis, who I just hate to see. Everybody already know. I hate that nigga Ray. I hate to see him. I don't know what it is. That nigga he get bad. I call him gimmick ball. But that's the only nigga I do not like to see Ray. I do not like to see Ray at all. I can't stand his game. But to me, he's my nemesis. Everybody else, I pretty much go in there. Okay, I'm gonna win.
So you basically had to be like, who are
who do you see and be like, yeah, damn, I gotta play this nigga. Who do you see like that when you go?
Man, I would say, truthfully, I would probably say Larry on one end because, like, when I play him,
Larry.
No, listen, no. When I play him, I got two, but I'm gonna say him because I know what it takes to beat him, but trying to pull it off is hard because, like, if you play Larry enough, man, like he'll get you to play his style of play, and if I'm playing his style of play, I'm not gonna beat him with his style. Yeah, I can't play how he plays and beat him, and he just has that style that, man, he'll lure you right into what he's doing. And now you running the ball, you ain't trying to pass, you trying to, keep him from doing what he do. And then when you fuck up, man, it's like, man, he gonna make
take advantage. That's what he tried to do.
He ain't gonna say shit. And then when you start figuring out what he's doing, and he know he about to get fucked up, man, Larry gonna bring Milky the cow out. He gonna start milking the clock. He gonna do everything he can to not let you get that ball back.
Crazy,
and I think it's him, and then I'm gonna say Rose, because Rose, I hadn't beat Rose for like 20 years, man. Like from hand to hand to anything. Like his style reminds me, like him and Larry is like A1 and A2 as far as playing me. Like that style of play, it fucks with everything I want to do. And Rose, you know, yeah, they the same, but I would just say Larry more because I've been in divisions with him.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's like, man, he don't do nothing special, but what he do, I think he the best at it. And you know that. So you know, like for me, man, it's hats off to him, man. I mean, you know, fuck all the fuck shit from before. Like I respect him and what he do, man. He ain't like if you got to get a playoff game and that motherfucker at the end of your schedule and you got to beat him to get in, man, shit, you almost want to just say fuck it, sniff my shit.
Yeah.
He had hard, and I'm gonna give Rose that same credit. It took me 20 to beat Rose. Then when I beat his ass, then he quit, man. So I was pissed.
Rose, Rose a bum.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I whip on Rose's ass.
That nigga not a bum, man. But I mean, like regular season, if Rose played like he did in the regular season in the playoffs, man, Rose will have a couple goals. He just don't bring what he bring to get to the playoffs. Like Rose will do all that, maneuvering, playing,
and then try to change,
man, and then drink 2 beers.
Yeah.
Man, I shouldn't even play that nigga. I'm just like Rose, man. Like if he could put that slick small liquor down, he go.
That's a bet, nigga.
Like
you're a bum, Rose.
I'll say,
you're my guy, but you're a bum.
The 2 dudes that I say, like, when you see them on your schedule.
Rose is tough for the league, though, because of that. Him and Larry. Because they play that slow ball and they come to the line and see what you're doing, set up, and you cannot play that game. Them two, you got to jump up on them. Like, if you got a chance, you got to jump out on them.
Yeah, it's hard to do, man. Like if you can get ahead of them, then it's like now really like when you beat them, you probably blown them out. If you get it's just hard. Like cause if you get them passing, then I think you won the game, and they know that. I think both of them know that. If they out there shotgun and 5 wide, you done did something that they ain't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. That's kind of how I break it down, but I
you do, Rose.
I think Larry
still a bum.
Like, he's the dude that when I look at like
just Larry.
And I hate to lose to it because I know when it because I'll tell you this is what he used to do, man. Like when that motherfucker was mad, like he'd be down there about to beat me, and then he'll call a timeout with 1 second and kick a field goal, and nigga already won the game. He used to do shit like that. Well, that shit used to be like, man, I used to laugh about it, but it didn't bother me. But I just be like, yeah, man, I know you just throw that extra piece of shit on you on the way out. Don't say that.
Yeah, Just Larry. I call him Just Larry now. Yeah. Just Larry got to prove something to me. Everybody call him Larry Legend, but the nigga got to win. The nigga got to win another one to me. You got to get another one. Hey, but I will tell you this. I'm gonna say this, and I might be too Larry Horn, but we touched on it a little. If Larry wins another bowl, I don't care what Mook, I don't care what Drew say. Larry will be the greatest to me on Mount Rushmore because from the time I got into this league till today, Larry's style has not changed, and he's always won with it. He ain't exploited the game. He ain't came with no super blitzes. He ain't came with nothing. He's always played the way he plays, stuck to his style. I actually tell the nigga that's why he ain't won, because he won't change up. But he's consistent.
That was one of my talking points. But since you already there, he is the best one. He is number 1 on Mount Rushmore.
You gonna give him number 1 on Rushmore?
I mean, it ain't no question, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I broke it down. I broke it down like this, man. I'm gonna give it to you like this. Since we right there, we can touch on it. And these are my grades. I'm gonna tell you. I actually went and did a chart, man. So I had some help, man. So thanks to my man who helped me. I ain't gotta say your name. You know who you are.
You got the chart, nigga?
Yeah, I checked this out, man. I broke it down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give you my grades. I'm gonna give you my grades. I'm glad you touched. My old ass shield's gonna get some glasses, man.
That don't mean nothing, bro.
No, check this out. This is, and I mean, this is just a small criteria. Like I can get in depth on a lot of stuff, but this was the criteria, man. I'm ranking offense. I'm ranking defense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ranking discipline. I'm ranking originality, and I'm ranking consistency. So I only broke this down for the dudes that's on Mount Rushmore. So we got Larry, we got Drew, we got Mook, and we got Coco. So
Okay.
For offense, these was my grades. I graded everybody on the scale from basically 1 to 5. 1 meaning that's the low, 5 is the highest. So on offense, I gave Larry a 2, and I'm gonna tell you why. Larry game is basic. He just really run the ball. He'll pass if he have to, but that's his game. Nothing really spectacular on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gave Drew a 5. Could pass the ball, could run the ball. I mean, you know, he get whatever you need done on offense. That's what he set on. So that's what he do. I gave Mook a 3.
He ain't shit.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why. I gave him a 3 because Mook runs the ball. He can run the ball like Larry, like him. I mean, but he runs different. He might do, you know, with an RPO. He might do with a speed option with a quarterback. Like his run is not just dedicated to the running back.
Yeah.
You know, the quarterback involved if he got the kind of player that he want to play. And then I gave him an extra 1 point because I think he passed better than Coco and he passed better than Larry. Mook got some, he might have some extra shit, but, he ain't that far, but I give him 1 point.
Yeah.
And I gave Coco a 2 because, Coco game, to me, mimics Larry. They're pretty much like kind of one and the same. They don't really pass unless they have to. But if they running the ball, they ain't really going to stop them. Now, on defense, with the next category, I gave Larry a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even have to talk about why. Larry done played the same defense, the same scheme. He drafts for defense.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody really overall better than him, so I give him that. I give Drew a 2. Reason why I still don't know his identity on defense because whatever he doing ain't nothing that he came up with. He done stole it from somebody. So his whole defensive scheme is who games he has a fake ass diamond on Goodfellas. He's asshole, butt cheeks, and all that extra shit. He don't have no D, and he was exposed by that this year. He just don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a 4 on defense because I think he wins a lot of his game based on what he do on defense, not offense. So I think I can give him a 4 on that. Coco, not that effective on D like he should, but I think I gave him.
Hold on. Drew, Sivan say Drew.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, Drew a 2. He say that's whack. But explain why you gave again.
Why? No, it's not whack because you gotta put it like this. If I say Larry, you know what kind of defense Larry runs.
He got more than you see, Donnie. Better.
Listen, he ain't came out of that defense ever, probably. So and it's effective in every match. Defensively, he's probably one of the top 5 in defense or stats every season. You're not scoring a lot of points on him.
Yeah.
Drew really the only time that I've seen when he was using whatever was a hot new glitch that. That's just what it is. I mean, it ain't nothing against him, but that's, I don't know what his identity is on defense. I can't say he's like a hell of a user or nothing like that, but if he knows exploit on defense, that's what he's going to sit on. So I can't give him nothing other than that.
I will say this, and it might not be popular. Drew and Sivan first. When I first came in the league, they was doing that blitz stuff. I said this all the time, though. I hated them. because I didn't really know how to mess with that blitz.
Yeah,
Those were exploits to me. Those, they could say they sent 7. They could say what they want. Since both of them, since they took that out the game, neither one of them has won. Drew won last year. I mean, this past year. But that's when the league caught up, when they took rid of that blitz. So you right about the identity. Without that blitz, if they can't run 99% of the time, they don't.
Now, what I will give
you can score on them.
What I will give him credit for is if he knows he's gonna play somebody and
thank you for being honest, Steve.
I think Drew is good enough to where he gonna go somewhere on some site or something, and he gonna figure out what he needs to do to stop that play. Like he's good at that. Like he can take something from you, but I can't say that his defense ain't where his offense at. So let's just leave that at that. Okay, I gave Coco a 2. Then the next situation was I'm sorry, let me get to the next one. Was discipline. Discipline, I gave them all 5 because they the type of people, like, if you turn the ball over on any one of them, you're not going to beat them. Like, you have to play a mistake-free game to beat any one of them. Like, they're not going to give you, like, multiple chances to beat them. If you make more than 1 or 2 turnovers on Larry, by the time he get done eating up the clock and running the ball down your throat, stopping you, you out the game.
Yeah.
Drew just going to blow you out if you make mistakes. You ain't even going to be in the game.
Yeah.
He may give you a little shot, but it's going to be hard to catch him if he way up. You know what I'm saying? If he up and you turnovers, you're not going to beat him. And I just give Coco that because, I mean, he sticks with what he's good at. So I gave him that. So let me hurry up and get through this. And then the next one was originality. Okay? When I'm basing originality is on, if I turn on any one of your games without y'all knowing, can I recognize right off the bat who y'all are? Like,
nobody.
If I know your style, do you have a style? I had to give Larry a 5 on that because he's done what he's been doing since day one. He ain't tried nothing else. I mean, he might have added a pass wrinkle here or there, but you know when you playing him, what you got to stop and what he gonna do. So I think his game style is original. Like you can't say, or he copied this dude or he copied this dude. He came in doing what he doing. Whether he win or lose, he's gonna do what he do. So I give him that. I give to Drew. I gave him a 2 because just like
Drew. I think giving that nigga a 2 is high.
No, listen.
For originality. That nigga will admit that he steals from that he play a pro press game.
Right. So that's the point. So like I still don't know, what he is. Like I mean I know he can do everything good, but is he doing everything good, or is he going to somebody else's shit and copy and pasting and then maybe add a little something extra here and there? Like I can't give him nothing. I can't give him nothing when it comes to that. Like, because I don't know. I mean, if whatever's hot, if you Google up whatever's hot, 9 times out of 10, that's what he's running.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Now, I mean, people can debate it. That's that. I gave Mook on that when I gave him a 3 because Mook could get pulled into the same shit. But you know what Mook gonna do on offense. But if it's something that come out that's good, best believe Mook gonna be doing it. If it's something that hey man, if it's an RPO or something like that, shit, I'd have Mook steal something for me, like for real. But I gave him a 3 because I know if I see him play, I know it's him. But you might want to watch out because he might have added something extra, whether it's a swing route or this or that. He gonna do what's hot along with what he normally do. And then I gave Coco, I had to give him a 5 because everybody know Coco's style. Coco ain't changed nothing. He won 3 bowls off of doing what he
hold on. Let me say this because we don't have people calling in. Y'all. Hold on. Let me say this to the people who comment. Y'all based stuff on emotions and who y'all boy. If somebody say something different against that, then somebody's hating. Now, I'm going to keep it 100. This nigga Drew has stole and exploited the game. And I even say C-Mon, often blisses. That's what he won. Okay, that's part of the game going to YouTube. He admits that. He admits that's his person. He always say, you don't know the game. The problem with that is Ray beat him last year by running the same play on him down his throat, and then he say that's garbage. I don't see the difference, and I don't work off emotions. I look at stuff. So if you exploit the game and you winning like that, he won like that. Since everybody on YouTube now, most of the league, he doesn't win like that anymore. So Mount Rushmore, y'all can't say he's up there by himself. Mook has won consistently. Now Mook got an asterisk by one because he didn't really play, but Mook has been tough. He got to be up there because he won 4 bowls. Larry got to be up there. Larry won 4 bowls. Larry's been the most original. Everybody can say Larry did a defensive glitch or whatever they say he did. But nobody can prove it. Nobody can go and say, I went to YouTube and this is what he's doing, because nobody copied that. So that's what I'm saying, Larry, to disrespect Larry and say Drew by himself, that's disrespectful.
Hey, you ain't got to explain that to them, man.
No, I'm just saying, one person, Rob Marshall, got 4 heads. Like, don't take it because that's your boy or we in the same clique. Look at it.
I'm getting it how it is.
Look at it, yes, how it is. That's just my opinion. One guy uses exploits and pros to dominate a league where we all didn't know. The other guy, y'all say he did it, but y'all ain't got no proof or, nobody.
Listen, man, let's do that on the rant, man. You giving up your rant early.
Okay, all right.
Rant early. No, it's cool, dog. I'm just going to finish out, man. I mean, with this one we got, like I said, I gave Coco a 5, man. Everybody know it.
That's true.
His line,
Not me, though.
You know what he's doing. On defense, everybody know, okay, he really ain't no threat like that. Like, I ain't worried about him stopping me if I get up on him. Like, people know his strengths and weaknesses, but at the end of the day, you can't say that he's playing like somebody else. He's been playing like this consistently since he started. And so we leave it at that. And then on the last one, man, to finish it out, I got consistency. I gave Larry a 4. He's always in the hunt, but he kind of, had some bad seasons or whatever. But
he always make the playoffs. He don't win. He ain't won a bowl in a long time.
He just finally had some hard divisions where he got to beat people that he having trouble with.
Yeah.
So, but he playing his style. I gave Drew a 5. He's the only one that got a 5. So when he say most consistent, he's spot on. He's consistent. Can't take that away from him. He's always there.
I don't remember that season.
No, listen. He probably has won the division every time he's been in the division since he's been in. I can't remember him losing one.
Oh, Larry.
If he did, he didn't know. No, I'm talking about Drew.
Oh, Drew. Drew always wins his division.
Drew got a 5 on consistent. I gave Mook, when he plays, like, when he plays, he's consistently kind of there. I gave him a 4 just for being consistent when he plays. I can't, when he ain't there, you can't count for that.
Yeah.
I also gave Coco. So the low grade on consistency was a 4. The high grade was a 5. So when I get done with all this, these are the numbers. Coco ended up with an 18 out of possible 25. I think that was fair. I think Mook and Drew tied at 19, just based on my breakdown, and both of them the only ones that got 4. So I think that's fair. I gave Larry, he ended up with a 21 just based on, he dominated. He dominated probably like no other. You couldn't find no flaw in his game. You couldn't really throw no salt on what he did. He just did what he did, and I think for that alone, his numbers came out to what it was. His only weakness that he really showed is his offense. Everything else is, elite or, right there. He elite on everything other than his offense. So that's why he got 21. So for me, my Rushmore, mine is Larry number 1, Drew and Mook tied for 2, and Coco 18. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna just throw this a little bit in. I'm gonna say Larry and Coco to me are the most respected on that Mount Rushmore because I don't think they have a question in their game or no issues while they've been playing. Drew, you can say we can say whatever about him. Yet that's his only downfall is that I don't think it's really just him. It's just like hey, if I go copy a pro, I should be winning like a pro too. Mook, I think Mook is better than what some of the things that he did, and that kind of knocks him off. But at the end of the day, they all deserve to be there. So that's my Mount Rushmore breakdown. I don't think other than that. But I mean, I'm giving they all deserve their credit. I'm not going to sit here and really talk about nobody's downfall and nothing like that. That ain't what we about. But I mean, Drew is a dude you don't want to play if you got to win the game. He's going to be hard to beat.
Any of them though. Any of them up there.
Yeah.
You really don't want to play them. As far as who you think should be up there, any of them in the end, you don't want to see them. Some people, like I say, I'm going to say my rant right now. Some people get emotional because you don't speak on their name. You don't say something. This may sound bad, but I don't care about none of you niggas. I look at it from who my own personal. I don't hold emotion whether I like you or I don't like nobody, but don't like you. I'm telling you what I see. And from what I see in the league, we got a great league. We got people at the top. And the people at the top, I'm just breaking down their game. To me, one use exploits of the game. We all started to as MML involved because at first all of us didn't use all that. The deeper we've been going in Madden, even me, I didn't come in MML on YouTube, but I go to YouTube only on offense though. I don't even use YouTube defenses. I don't blitz like that. I think I got my own style. That's probably why I don't win, because I don't go to the exploits on the defensive side. I will steal certain plays from people, but everything I see is just like people get emotional to me when you don't say they name, they the best, or they this or that, or they that. Ray get mad when I say he gimmick ball, and when I say that, Ray uses exploits to me. He'll find a play that you can't stop, which is an exploit on YouTube, and he uses that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't saying nothing wrong with all that because that's what MML is. But stop giving people props for, oh, he the greatest. No, he the greatest is taking other people's shit. And pros, all y'all do it, take pros. I look at regular YouTube guys and take offensive plays or see somebody doing something in the league and may take something. But people, I just honestly think if we played a straight up game, if it wasn't no YouTube, like half these cats wouldn't even be good. They couldn't even beat me.
There's no question.
And that ain't got nothing to do with emotional. It's just me play. Drew, I talked about Drew, and I will say this forever. And I just didn't say Drew. Seavon, when I first got in them leagues, them niggas used that blitz exclusively. And then want to always tell me that, oh, that was me sending 7. You a goddamn lie, because I played against it. That's when they used to glitch out the tackles and everything, and the niggas used to run it 99% of the time. I made it to a bowl against Seabond. I had never beat him. I feared him because he ran that damn blitz. I don't know where he got it from, but I ran the ball on him. That's when I think I played Curry, and Curry beat me in the bowl. But them niggas used that before MML was really up on that, and they used that blitz 99% of the time. Niggas had 85 sacks with the outside linebackers, 65 with the other one. That's what I'm saying. Everybody. Like me, people can talk stuff. When I won the Super Bowl, I didn't really win no exploits. I went to YouTube. Actually, I went to another league and took some plays out of that league that y'all couldn't stop. So if y'all want to say that's exploit, I wasn't going to no pro, looking at pro schemes and running like this. Now, whether they use that, I don't know. Yeah.
This is what I want to say. Let's define the difference between exploit and the overpowered play. Listen. That's the point because like people, they try to make them in the same and they not. A stretch could be an overpowered run where if it's ran right and it's ran the right way, it can probably
right, C-Vine.
Just based on how the play is set up. Exploit is
manipulating the player.
If I'm running a pass and I run to the sideline and your whole defense gets sucked in and now your roof open and I'm hitting you with this constantly, that's an exploit.
It was, Dylan.
I feel like a lot of people they use exploit, and the thing about an exploit, you don't really know when you get hit with it. Like, it ain't like somebody running a stretch, for instance, let's just say Ray will find a play, oh, you can't stop that? I'm going to run this bitch right down your throat 700 times.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah.
That's just him running an OP play.
An OP play, you're right.
It can be stopped, but the thing is, if he run it on you and you ain't prepared for it,
he gonna run it down your throat.
And that's what happens. But an exploit,
and don't take it personal. That's just truth to me.
Right, you're right. You could be in a close game. And motherfuckers see, oh, he in a cover 4. I'm about to hit him with the hoo-wah. Next thing you know, hey, that's an exploit. Shit, motherfucker hit you. Your whole roof gone. You got your dudes in the right spot, but because he did something that was going to dumb him out, he caught you slipping. And now you lost. At the time, you don't even know what you got hit until you go back and be like, damn, he hit me. And most dudes don't know. But the dudes that do, they feel like they got stung.
Yeah, my exploit, Dylan talking about I ran it. That exploit I'm talking about my Super Bowl run. I didn't have no plays like that. And you're right, Nitty. It's a difference between an exploit and something that's OP. That what I ran that little RPO thing, and then I only ran it against. He started crying. I stopped running that shit because that nigga cried himself about the league.
The thing is about that,
but that's
nobody really get mad at it. It's like nobody.
Nigga, you gonna say that anyway? I did not run no exploits on that.
Right, it's like if that's your game, then that's cool. But to me, it's hard for me to sit back and watch a dude take credit for a copy and paste game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now that we talking, and I ain't even gonna rant. What do you think? Yeah. Play action, Red Lamar. What is he talking about?
He said you had a play where it ran all the way to the side. That wasn't no friend. Get out of here. That wasn't no exploit, nigga. Get out of here. No, it wasn't. I didn't run. No, Coach, that was not an exploit. That play is nothing. I never run that. That never worked. That 5-wide was not an exploit. That was just some shit that I took from somebody.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's just my rants. For anybody to say we get off key, I got a rant. That was my rant. All them good. I ain't taking away from nothing because MML is what it is. We allow all that, but people use that to dominate. And y'all want to say, yeah, whatever, AJ. But they said we delusional. AJ, you know the exploits too. Don't say you don't.
Yeah,
it's a difference between exploits and OP. And y'all look at them pro leagues and them pro channels, and y'all run plays that manipulate.
Yeah, just keep it 1,000.
Yeah, keep it 1,000 and manipulate.
Keep it 1,000.
You can't expose nobody. You always say that. Expose yourself. The nigga that say he don't never watch YouTube, but you exploit some plays and defenses too. Keep it 100. I tell y'all what I do. I get on YouTube.
On some real shit. Like AJ, put it like this, man. AJ to me, and I talked to him earlier, and I told him I was going to talk about it. I think when he was playing regular, maybe he didn't have the time to put in the game. AJ started getting tough. I think he got better once he really learned what he can do and what if he did, have an exploit, he knew when to use it and when he didn't have to.
Yeah, he did. But niggas like to say that they don't use that. That's what pisses me off.
He definitely got an exploit.
Yeah, like keep it 100. We see just like everybody else.
He was throwing to a dude in a black hole where nobody was buying. Like the defense was up to the quarterback. He had wait. Man, no sooner than boom, he hit you up the gut with the running back going straight down the sideline with nobody on him. And and the way you had to stop him was, you better have some nice DMs to contain him. If you couldn't contain him,
you missed the original, AJ. You came up with everything you did by yourself. You ain't looked at no pro leagues or nothing.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Niggas keep it 100. I thought AJ kept it 100. I don't want to hear that, AJ.
But he get credit, man.
What 4-3 blitz? See, he never blitzed that 4-3 blitz. That was stock. When I blitz, you don't see me doing no switching or nothing. Niggas be thinking they see something that they don't, then say you delusional. I ran a 4-3 blitz where all I did was hit something. You never see me switching mins, putting zone drops at 20, this and that. No, everything I run be stock blitzes. Get out of here. And I don't lie. I say that forever. I don't go on YouTube. I should to look at defenses. Offensively, they can say whatever I want. Oh, you stole this from that person. You stole that from that. But I go to YouTube. On defense, I don't. You could tell niggas was killing me last year. Every blitz I ran was a stock blitz.
I knew that was going to come up. So you let them suck you in, man.
No, I'm just saying. I had to get my commissioner's rant. Like, I love the league because we allow stuff. That's this league. People get mad of it. I don't get mad what you do. If you win, you win.
Hey, man. Yeah.
But don't sit up here and tell me like everybody don't use that. All the top people. All the top people.
I got you, man.
Using something, but don't try to act like you don't.
All right, so okay, man. So let's come up off that, man. We still, you still get a chance to rant, get your final breakdown. But okay, man, we got that, man. Let's knock that Mount Rushmore thing.
If it was, I didn't know. Not me.
Let me just say this.
I didn't get that. I promise you. I did not get that from no YouTube.
Man, don't even pay attention.
Because these niggas, how they know? Like, why would I lie about that?
This me and you, Chuck. Don't even worry about that. Once they go past, they're going to get tired of typing.
All right, go ahead.
They're going to get tired of typing. Let's move on from that. Okay, so let me just finish this Mount Rushmore. We got who we got on there. I'm going to say this. Stevon, Ray, Coach White, and AJ, they all have a clear path to getting on that mountain with this season.
Yeah, because if they win,
they all got 2 championships. If they get a third before anybody else on there get one, they got a good shot at getting on there and knocking it off. So my thing is just like I told somebody else. If you look at the original Mount Rushmore and who's on it from back then, if you ask everybody now who should be on Mount Rushmore, that Mount Rushmore don't look like what it looked like. So it's open, and it's just our thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just an MML thing. So, if you don't like who on there, all I say is...
I think everybody is on there should be. The only debate you could have is, how many Stevon got? 3?
Stevon got 2.
Oh, if he got 2, he shouldn't even be up there. Coco got what, 3?
But I mean, yeah. Coco.
Well, it ain't even no debate.
Coco and Larry got 3.
No, because I thought Larry had 4.
No, he just, we ain't even going to even count the code because, nobody really played for it, but it was just on me out of my house to give it to them because I didn't want them to go away with nothing. So let's just say what they won on the field. Larry got 3, Coco got 3, Drew got 4, Moo got 4. That's how we looking at it. So right now, to even be in that conversation,
you need 3.
You got to at least have what they have to get on there. Now, if Stevon win, he got the right to go bump somebody off of there.
Stevon, yeah, and plus Stevon been to a lot of bowls.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what I'm saying because now his body at work on top of 3 ships, you ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be in a hurry to get him off of it. So at that point, it's just gonna be whose opinion who do he deserve to knock off. So that's what like a lot of them guys, they got that coming in, like everybody else just trying to get their feet dirty or get their hands dirty and try to do something with their franchise. These dudes is literally on another level of the game, because if they get in there and they win one, you're not gonna be able to tell none of them nothing. Like they in the argument now. 4 or 5 dudes can fight for 3 for 4 spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So well, let me ask you this:
away from nobody stuff. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this: we going into a new season. You really can't tell who gonna be who. I think who good is gonna be good, but as far as we just talking about the Mount Rushmore right now, or getting there. So you say Coach Larry? No, Coach.
No, Coco, Larry,
Coco,
and Mook. That's it.
Yeah, but as far as Stevan, Coach, Ray, they and AJ, because AJ, you want to count that.
They get their next one, and don't nobody else on that Mount Rushmore win, they can get in there.
They can get in there. Okay. So if they win, any of them win that third one, they can get up there.
No question. Because you got to think, if Coach win one more on this 5, shit, he down there the new king, because he got to give him 3.
Yeah.
If AJ win one, he can have that same argument. If Ray get another one, he got that same argument. Stevan get it for his longevity, from him winning the first one to whatever he got his second, and to now, hey, he got every right. He got every right to be on there. And at that point, that's that. So, like I said, we moving on from that, man. And, like I said, I ain't really paying attention to the chat, man, because it ain't even about that. But all I'm saying is this, man, I ain't here to down nobody, man. Like me, I'm going to give everybody their credit.
I will, too. Now, if you got them, you got them.
I got a bullet to shoot back.
I wish I had, folks.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I mean, I think everybody respected, and because, like, where the comp is at now, it's like I say, the gap is closed, man. And I'll just go back, like, I'll just talk about Drew for a second. Not nothing bad, everything good. But at the time Drew came in the league, he was chasing Larry. Like, Drew wasn't even, he just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So while everybody trying to gear up to beat this dude, then Drew came in and nigga changed the game. So then now the focus went off Larry. It's like, well, I ain't gonna say it just went off Larry, but it's like now somebody got to beat this motherfucker right here. And he went on his run, and it's part of the reason why he at where he at. You can't take that from him. Like, his ship, all his ships is good. Like, you can't say that. What I got a problem with him is, I'm gonna address it later, but everything that he won, you can't dispute it. He won them on the field.
To me, you can't dispute. Like, we just say certain stuff, but everybody who won.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna do that. Like that.
Yeah, everybody who won it, regardless of how they did it. They won one. We allow everything.
You know what I'm saying? But I think he came in at a perfect storm. Like, nobody was looking at him when he got here. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, he came in, so whatever he was doing, it took a minute to figure out, damn, what the hell is this dude doing? Is he just that good, or what is he doing? And then, some things happened, and then, stuff started going on. But when he came in at the right time when the whole league was focused on Larry. At that time, really, nobody could beat Larry consistently. Like, Stevan beat
Ray always been good.
That's one game, and Stevan really wasn't even that good that season. He really put together a hell of a game plan and beat him. And, hey, Stevan started his legacy right there. He was the first dude to win his trophy. So you can't take that from him.
Coach made.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's hard not to look at they be popping them up. But the great point is, he made a great point. If they come with a patch to stop something, that's an exploit. That's a good point, because they will.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean,
nah,
so
AJ, trust me. I talk like this, everybody think I'm mad. Like, I hope everybody, whoever win, like, it really don't matter. I get mad when people try to, I don't know, try to do certain stuff. Like, to me, just don't lie, or I don't watch YouTube, or I don't do this, or I don't do that.
Can't nobody live on that.
Yeah, because, man, that's just how I talk. Like, I really don't care who wins. I love this. Like, I want to put it out there. I've been playing Madden since 92. I'm 50, about to be 52. Like,
well, I'm gonna let you call. I'm gonna let you call at the end, boo.
I love Madden. I love to play. I ain't mad at nobody win. I want to compete.
No, man,
I want to try to win. I'm gonna look at YouTube on offense, and that's it. I get mad when niggas try to disrespect me. We all do, but you know it's all love. I don't hold grudges. But it's like I'm cool with a lot of dudes in there, man. And
I know why I ain't good, so I mean.
Yeah, my game on the other hand, shit, I never came to be great, you know, but I could beat some greats. I done beat some greats. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's move on, though.
Let's move on. Listen, this what I want to talk about, though.
Right. We're gonna skip the rules, man. We ain't really no new rules. Everybody kind of know what it is.
Yeah.
As of right now, man, I'm gonna touch on the payout real quick. What we planning on doing is we're gonna pay the Super Bowl winner $700. We're gonna pay the runner-up $300. So that's gonna be $1,000.
Yeah.
Every team that wins a division title will win $100. What I need to tweak was I was gonna make, like, if you made the wild card 50, but I think somebody might have been Coach White made a good point. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take some off of that 50 and give it to whoever wins the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. And I think that right there probably could, like, that may make the wild card go from, let's just say, maybe from 50 to maybe 20 or 20 to 30, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
And whatever the amount of money is for the AFC champion and the NFC champion, they'll get that other half. So so if it comes out that they splitting 150, then the AFC NFC champion gets $75.
Yeah.
So I think if we do that, I think it's enough to where everybody has the opportunity to try to at least, make their money back and get something out the season.
Yeah.
So what Dylan say? That's the Super Bowl winner.
He's saying if you look at it, that's the Super Bowl winner because the AFC and NFC champion. It's.
Well, I'm just saying.
They get extra.
It can be that way, but that's just how the money on paper is gonna be broke down.
MML is a business.
You know what I'm saying? So we can do it that way.
Hey, let me say this though. That's $7,300 payout. That's what we plan. $700 for the winner, $300 for the loser. Now, if y'all get there or whoever get there, and y'all be like, if y'all decide to split, that's on y'all. But some person might feel, hey, I could beat this guy.
I can beat you.
So I'm not playing for that split. I'm not playing for the $500.
The challenge is out there. When you get there, you can play for it. You can play for it. That's cool.
Yeah, if you want to play for the $7,300.
Okay. So we kind of got that out the way. So hey, Chuck, let's break down this new season and the teams that's out there. You can give each. I would say at this point, man, if we can break down each individual player, in that division, and maybe what you think, what you like about their game, what you think, if they're gonna make some noise. However you feel, man. Let's break this new season down as far as the divisions and that. Like, I guess I'll start out like this. I got my preseason top 10 based on last season, and you can tell me if you like it. And the number one spot, I think AJ probably comes in as the number one player.
You think AJ? You want me to comment or let you finish?
No. What I'm saying is, like, I mean, we can agree to disagree. I'm just kind of giving you, because I kind of got like him and Coach White like equal.
Yeah, I got Coach White. That nigga make me sick right now.
AJ number one,
but I got him one.
I don't know if Coach White gonna be able to put the time in early.
That's true.
He got his coaching, and it might throw him off. So, but I think going in, if he plays, I can say they 1A and 1B, but it can't really be no tie. So,
man, I'm going to say this, and look, I'm going to say this. I ain't going to spend a lot of time. Like, AJ been playing a while. AJ told me when he got in there, we've been in a separate chat for some years. He said he was going to get better, beat me, all this, blah, blah, blah. I just think, man, like last year, I say this, and this ain't no bias for anybody. I think Coach, I stick with this, and it ain't just because we do the show, I kick it with him. I think last year he was the best player.
No,
like,
he is.
Listen, he was the best player. I think AJ was number 2. The only reason I don't take this away from AJ, but people dropped off. People like to say, oh, Nitty didn't win when it was a full league. I don't know if they be joking or not. So with AJ, I look at that same thing. Although it's his and he beat people to get there. He beat like top people. I don't even think he should be worried about that because he got 2 and that's all that matter. I just think Coach should be number 1 coming into the season. You right about is he going to have the time. But based on how he played, I will tell you this, and it's about to be over. These niggas, they could get mad. They created to keep that nigga out that last playoff before he quit. Lost the game on purpose. In a minute.
Gotcha.
That's never been done in the ML. And then want to talk about I want to play the killers. But I mean, was it a smart decision? Right. Yeah, but if you're a killer, you want to play that killer.
I really think like Coach had a run that I really didn't see nobody stopping him. I mean, I think
he was tough.
A damn show shot. And then, it just
Ray was good
to the end to get over the hump.
Ray is always good. Where you got Ray? 2 or 3?
Man. Yeah, he tough. Like, there ain't no question. But, Coach White had his run. Ray was always right there, man. He was always
He lost the coach.
But I'm just saying going in only because he won the last ship. So, I'm just going to give him that praise and that carryover from there. I'm gonna say.
You say that ain't acceptable.
Number 2, just because he got his 2.
Yeah.
And then I say at 3, I say you can't look past Ray. I think I would say Ray is at 3.
I agree.
He probably could have won more, and I think he's still gonna be a threat no matter where he at.
I agree with you.
I'm sorry.
No, we're at 4.
Okay.
I agree with you only because I used to always tell Ray, you could beat my ass, but you can't beat Drew. And I think last year he proved that he can. So I agree with you.
Because he came into the season and he only had 2 targets on his head. He just said, look, man, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I'm looking at Coach White and I'm looking at Drew. If I beat both of them, ain't nobody fucking.
Yeah, and he showed
up. He was able to do that to a point. So that was nice. Rivalry. And 4
in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't touch my charger.
4 is tough. I'm gonna give 4 to. I guess you got to probably give it to Drew coming in.
Yeah, Drew.
4, and I say I'm gonna give Dylan 5. I think I give Dylan 5.
Now this gonna sound like hating. I know everybody gonna say that, but do we give Dylan too much respect? And I'm gonna say this right quick. Dylan did win the championship.
Knowing nobody's style.
He did, but Dylan did good since I asked the tough questions and I exposed. Now if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Dylan got mad at me because I did the exploit or whatever you want to call. That's when he got mad and started going to YouTube. And to me, he started stealing Ray. He stole something from Drew and Ray. And he made a run to the chip. Now, that was the only chip he won. He didn't win after that. That still was probably one of the greatest runs who he beat in MML history. But are we overvaluing that one good run that he had.
You got to think too, Chuck. We on the fire too. So I mean, like, everybody's history is being built right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's history is being built right now. We can't. It's almost like you can't go back to the floor and really start like really piling on. Like four, that's everybody's foundation. I mean, you know, some people was there, some people wasn't. They always gonna get that credit for the four.
I thought you won season 3.
He definitely showed that you're gonna have to worry about it. Like everybody know he in the league. Put it like that. Like so he's in that top 5. He got a ship. So there's nothing you can say about that.
Oh, he
so
definitely
really,
top 10.
In the top 5,
I can respect 5. I'm just asking the question.
Top 5.
Yeah.
You know, it's an easy top 5. You know what I'm saying with them. All of them won ships. The 2 dudes that won multiple, they at the top.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could agree. I just asked the question.
1 or AJ 2. It don't matter who you put in there. I only said 2 for coach because
we off the Mount Rushmore,
like,
Ray.
You know, I don't know if he's gonna be able to, you know, sustain, you know, the level of play when coaching is gonna be his priority. You know, right when we get started. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's gonna play his games, and you know, whatever it is, he's gonna be in tune. But man, he coaching high school, man. He can give a fuck about math right now.
Yeah. Seabon say that ain't no excuse, but
what did Seabon say?
Seabon say that ain't no excuse, but time, people don't realize, like, time means something as far as if you in 2 and 3 leagues or you playing 2 or 3 games every day, that is, you know, that's better than you not being able to play and you only playing league games. Which some of these niggas say they only play league games, but they in 3 leagues.
Yeah, that's me.
So you can't play, you know, you can't tell me you don't have time when you in 3 damn leagues. So don't come saying you're not playing, you only playing your league games. You're in 3 and 4 leagues.
How much I play? I play MML only. I don't really play no online because I can't never mimic what I put on the field in a red game. I can't do it. So
all right,
I don't even really. Play. So
who your number 6?
My top 5. I guess coming in at 6, and if we basing this on last season, wow, who was more consistent after that?
Can I give you my 6? And this might shock you. I'm gonna tell you who was consistent and who was tough.
Break down 6 to 10.
6, I'm gonna tell you who was consistent and was tough. And the nigga only lost the Super Bowl smash. He only lost the Super Bowl champs. Like,
I already know. Yeah.
Coming in, if he
I'm
can,
gonna let you say it. I'm gonna let you break it down. Yeah, I give Smash 6 all day.
I give Smash 6 because if he can beat some of them guys, can get over the hump, and he say he got more time, then I give him 6. He can move up. He can win him a title. Smash. He got to get. That's his weakness to me though, is that he do too much. Like he like building players. Like if he get a team and he good at it. If he get a team, keep that team, keep it solid and play like he should. Smash can win because he got a good game. I think his defense sucked. He need to get better. But anyway, 7, I'm gonna give like Larry. I'm gonna give it to just Larry. Larry ain't beating the top people no more. He can, but like Ray was abusing Larry last year. But that being said, I think Larry can beat 80% of the league. It's just, can he beat Coach? Can he beat Drew? Can he beat Ray? Can he beat them top 5? I don't think he can. Unless the game is geared, unless the game is geared for that. So I get Larry 7. At 8, I'm going to give, I don't know, you know what? 8, I'm going to have Rose or Nelson. And I'm only basing that on, I got 3 people really. Rose, Nelson, and you. But you say you only beat Nelson once. In what, 20 years, or was that Rose?
No, that was Rose. But I mean,
Larry
once I got him, he was done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rose can be in that top 10. Any of y'all could be from 7 to 10. You always have a great team. It's where you produce will you produce from it?
No, I feel you.
So that 7 to 10 would be you, Larry Rose, and then after that you got a bunch of guys. Seabon can definitely get in the top 10. Last year he only had one good season though, so I'm not gonna put him in the top 10. Who else we got out there? Other than that, I don't really know. Like, I don't put myself in the top 15 based on last year. Last year, I did not have a good season. Can I beat some guys? Can I change it? Maybe. But I wouldn't put me in the top 15. You got Coco. Coco's still out there.
I tell you what, Nelson got to be there before me. Like, I would.
Yeah, Nelson.
If you put me on there, I wouldn't even put myself at 10 because I ain't gonna toot no horns on my own. But I just say put me on the outside. I don't want nobody looking at me anyway. I'd rather just throw my way up in there. But I give it to Nelson because he's consistently winning. But once Nelson fucked his team up, then he did some fuck shit.
Yeah, he went down ever since. Like he was
kind of pissed off, man.
You got a top tier to me. The top 4 is top 4. Then to me, you got Dylan, you got Smash.
Yeah, Smash. Yeah, you gotta get.
They might be Smash. Then the next 5 is another tier. Dylan, Smash, Rose, Nelson. Which Dylan say Nelson never beat him. So you got that tier. Then you got another tier after that where it's me, you, Marty Smack, I throw him in there. Seabon, I throw him in there, even though I call Seabon a bum.
DL to be in there.
I forgot about DL. To be truthful, man, it's like I'm thinking 20 guys that's like tough. Like you gotta beat them.
I mean, it's that tough. That's what makes it good, man, because it's like you never know who this man gonna benefit this year. Like,
you don't.
Looking at it out the box, you can instantly say Larry because he was successful when the Madden was that style. You can say, Rose or, anybody that had, like, great defense or is a defensive-minded player, it's probably geared toward them first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it's going to be about what else can you bring to the table to separate yourself from the other people in the league. And that's going to be the key because, you got a lot of guys, man, that, they may be not disciplined. They turn the ball over a lot. They may be good on D, but if their offense is just trash, then they going to feel it. But I expect the majority of the top people that's been in the top for a while to be there. But I just feel like, the good guys on defense probably going.
I'm talking about going into the season. It ain't based on. It's just who I think going into the season. I think Smash only lost to Super Bowl winners. That's why he is 6. He can move to me quicker than Rose can. Sorry, Rose. I just think if Smash played like he played last year, if he could throw a little more, he'll move to 6. And like I say, but from 6 to 20, it's not much. 6 to 15 or so, it's not much difference in them guys, man. Like I beat Smash. Me and Smash probably was half and half, but he had a better year than I had. He made playoffs every year. I think he lost to Coach. I think he lost to Dylan when Dylan won.
And I mean, Cole Kelly on this shit.
I lost the Super Bowl winners. I lost to Dylan that year he won. I lost to Coach. Yeah, but he lost to all y'all who was killers. That's what I'm saying. If he could go, if he can get past y'all, that top tier, then he could compete. Rose didn't make he made it to the conference championship. I'm just saying. They can. It ain't a lot of difference between 6 and 15.
No, I mean they just.
I like Smash over Rose going into the season. I could be wrong.
I mean, you can say that, man, because I just think of last year.
I think he top 10. He in my top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give Smash that credit because I watched what he was able to do.
And now I will say this. And y'all can say what y'all want. Our division last year, me, him, and Coach, to me, that was the toughest division. And the nigga won it once or twice. And he made the playoffs every year. So to disrespect him and say he not top 10, Vine, you only made it because you stole a scheme, nigga. Other than that, you suck. Coco should be up there, but he only won. He made it to a bowl, and he sucked the rest of the way. Cole Kelly made it to a bowl, but he sucked. Like, that whole, to me, 6-15, it ain't a difference. I just got him as 6.
You can mix and match it anyway, because what's going to happen this season, you're going to have a dude that possibly win.
Nelson got a good resume. Nelson could be 6. It's just my opinion going to that. Rose is not tougher than Smash. I bet money to Smash. Well, we can't because we don't know how it's going to do. I play Rose. Rose is a bum.
Y'all crazy. No, I mean, Rose get his credit. You can't, to me, I don't think you can deny Smash from being in that conversation.
I don't either. They disrespectful saying Smash is not in that.
You gotta think about it, man. This dude don't know nobody in the league. Nobody in the league, and they was able to come in here and compete at a high level, man. You gotta give them that. You gotta give them that. But okay, we got that, man. So if you want to break down these divisions on how they set up now, man, I'd like to hear your take. AFC, man. Break that AFC.
The AFC, I don't really know the divisions. I like Ray as far as...
The AFC, I give it to you. The AFC East has Marty, it has DK, it has DL, and it has TJ, which is...
I like Marty if he's Mr. Focus. If he not, I like DL. In the end, however DL play, DL might win that division more than anybody. If Marty draft a good team, if he play, Marty almost made it to a bowl last year. You know what I'm saying? I just like him. That's going to be a battle. That's a good division. I like that. What's the next one?
Okay, the next one is the AFC. Well, the AFC South, which is yourself, Moon, Bren, and I believe Bren's brother, Jordan.
I like that. I like me in that division by a landslide because I know what's gonna happen to me. I'm gonna play good regardless. Ain't none of them niggas can beat me over there. He ain't got no defense. I just like me winning multiple division titles over there, and that ain't even like I ain't trying to pump myself no more than I be. I just think I'm better than them other guys. So that's just it. I bet that. Me and Moan already got a bet. I just think so. It could be wrong.
But now, man, to me, one of the toughest divisions, man, is the AFC North, where you got Ray, you got Larry, you got Nelson, and the fourth is Maul.
I like Ray. Ray tough every year. Ray was beating Larry down last season. It's a new season, so we don't know. But the wild card is Nelson. Nelson in that division, right?
Yeah.
Nelson is a wild card because if Nelson preparing and he know his division and what he got to do to beat them, like Nelson,
he knows the game, no question.
He knows the game. So he could possibly give Ray fits. Ray gonna be around 12 or 13 wins, just period. But Nelson is a wild card. I like Ray. Larry gonna do what Larry do. Larry makes the playoffs almost every year, so that's a tough division. But overall, I think Ray will win more division titles throughout the year.
Gotcha. Okay, and then now you got that Wild West over there, that AFC West with Drew, Vaughn, Moot, and you got Nick over there.
I like Drew in that division because Drew he always win. He's never lost a division, not that I know of. Every division he ever went in, so you got to go with that. Now, he never been in a division with Mook and Sevine. First of all, we could cross Sevine out the equation. Sevine ain't shit. I'm sorry, Sevine, it's not personal, just my personal opinion. Sevine ain't shit. He wasn't that last year. He just came up with a scheme that he stole and made it to the bowl. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. This is just my personal opinion, brother. You might be a good dude, but you ain't shit to me on this Madden, man. And I think it's going to come down to Drew winning mostly. But if Mook play, like if he can play and ain't going out of town being Mr. Mike Vick, buddy, you know what I'm saying? Mook is, you got to watch him because they got that rivalry and Mook do not like to lose. Mook will lose a lot to win. So, you know,
that's gonna be nice to see how that turned out, man. Let me say this though, man. Let me say this about that. I wasn't gonna comment on the AFC, but I gotta give Sevine like 1,000,000% props, man, for jumping over there.
No doubt.
Just to even be in it, you know. I think Sevine care about his legacy so much to where, man, he's like, hey, wherever the smoke at, man, I'm about to play Fire Marshal Bill. I'm about to put y'all motherfuckers out. So I can't give you nothing but respect for that, man. Like,
get that pop out the freezer, please.
That was a real boss move. Put it like this, man.
It was.
If Sevine go through that gauntlet and then he come out of that Super Bowl and win,
oh yeah,
Sevine get the jump to number 2 on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, he's definitely on Mount Rushmore. If he win a Super Bowl, I will shut up about Sevine.
He gonna push Mook and he gonna put Mook and Drew out the way just based on what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I get that to it. But you know, man, that's, you know, hey, I like your analysis on that, man. I'll break down the NFC for how I see it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we got the NFC West. I think we got J-Mo, we got Coach White, we got Rose, and we got Vic. Man, I just in that division, man, I'm wishing, man, that Coach White is able to put that time in, because that division is tough, man. Because
it is.
I think like J-Mo and Coach White kind of like on the same page, because I think both of them coach, so you just don't know where they're gonna be at. You know, like early on in the season, like are they gonna be missing games, or if they don't miss?
I think J-Mo coach hoop, so it'll be a little later in the season for him.
Okay,
yeah, I think he coached basketball.
Right. So from what I see with J-Mo, man, I like
good.
What he got. I think the time that I was gonna play him, I didn't get to play him, so I really didn't get a chance to break him down. But I seen him in a game or two. I think the game that impressed me with him the most is I think it was a time where that dude John was in the league. That dude I beat in the playoffs. But man, they was going back and forth, and J-Mo was getting down. So I think he's gonna be a factor. I think probably early on with the time that they're gonna spend on the game, I almost have to slightly go with Rose, just because I think Rose is going to be on the game more than I think he's going to be able to put more time into it. So I kind of see Rose like maybe slightly edging out both of them, but I think it could be close to where they all bunched up. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like that big of a separation on who wins that division, but I think it's probably going to be one of the more competitive divisions if everybody can put their time in.
I think Rose gonna win early, but I eventually, like, I'm going for the year who gonna win the most division titles. Once Coach get right, and he got a chip on his shoulder about Rose because he didn't like that. I think overall Coach will win the most titles, but early Rose gonna take it until he start fucking his team up.
That's a good assumption. Like I say, man, I just wish Coach could be there like from the beginning. But we all know how life do, man. People got other stuff to worry about. Okay, now we can break down the NFC South. Which
I don't need
AJ. You got AJ. You got Shaky. You got who else is down there with them?
We don't even need to name them.
No, I mean, I'm putting out there. And what's the other team? Who got the Falcons? shoot, I don't want to leave nobody out.
It ain't TJ, is it?
No, it might be. It might be one of the. No, TJ got the Patriots. He was out there with Marty and them.
Oh, okay.
It might be one of the. Damn, it ain't the twin, is it? No, shit. Man, I'm sorry, man. Whoever got the Falcons, bro, I might be missing. But,
I like AJ in that division, though.
Obviously, I guess you would have to go with AJ, man. I mean, preseason #1. It's. Hey, I don't.
Ray says one of Ryan nephews. Is it Brand?
Okay. So it might be Brand there. It's either Brand or Jordan, one of them two. I don't know.
Okay.
Shit, how many of them motherfuckers is it?
I think it's 3 of them. J-Mo, Brand, and somebody else.
Okay, 2 of them in your division, then the other one is over there. So, okay, I got it.
Oh, it's Cole Kelly. Dylan says Cole Kelly.
Cole Kelly.
It is Cole.
Yeah, Cole Kelly. Cole Kelly, man.
Did he beat AJ last year, didn't he?
He made it to a Super Bowl, I do believe.
Did he beat you one of them games last year?
I don't know who he beat, man. But
AJ still gonna win mostly.
I mean, like I said, he's the preseason #1. That's probably gonna be the new rivalry, though. I would say AJ and Cole Kelly. I like to see how Shake, adjust to the new 5, because he getting it. I haven't seen C. Neal play the 5, so I really don't know what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
But I mean, shoot, he could have stepped in. Like, he could be the wild card over there, because don't nobody know what to expect from him. You know what I'm saying? If he come out and he do something that don't nobody know nothing about, man, he might be able to make some noise. You know what I'm saying? So, but you definitely got to give it to AJ. You got the NFC East, man, where I like this AFC East, man. You got Ryan out there, you got PT, you got Smash, and you got Taiwan. I play with Taiwan, man. Taiwan, if he get on his game, man, I mean, you think you looking past him, man, motherfucker beat you, dog. So, I think that's a nice division. I kind of get Smash the upper hand just because I just think that, he brings something different that I think they going to have to adjust to, that they don't know nothing about. But I don't know, man, because Ryan done got better too, man. Like, Ryan and Poppy.
Ryan is better.
I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I like Smash.
It could be interesting, man. Ryan, listen, man, don't sleep on Ryan, man. His nephews done got him tight, man. So, I like to see Ryan from the jump, man, and be in a division where he really feel like he can win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was giving Nelson and them problems over there.
Yeah.
When he was on his game. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to go Smash, and I think the order can go anywhere after that. I think I like that. And then
I'm gonna let Smash know these niggas disrespecting them like he is.
Yeah. So my division, man, is me, Dylan, Coco, and Herb, man. Welcome back, Herb. Solid dude, man. Love the way Herb play. Herb ain't coming talking no stuff, but Herb gonna always tell you, I might not win a lot, but I'm gonna pop some of you motherfuckers. So shit.
Yeah.
Hey, he tell the truth. Right now, man, I mean, I'm not gonna put myself over Dylan because I didn't beat Dylan last season. So I'm gonna give Dylan the edge. I mean, I think I had more wins on Coco than probably last season than I probably ever had. But at the same time, I understand that he was going through some things. But I expect them to be tough, and like the draft for me is gonna be real key trying to figure out what they gonna do. I know what Coco gonna do. I know how he build. Dylan. I don't know how he really wants to build a team. You know what I'm saying?
He's looking for a top quarterback this year if he can draft.
I mean, I'd like to see him, probably with a low-rated quarterback and, not have, the ability to get out to the side and throw to his bread and butter when everything else failed.
Yeah.
But, Dylan, to me, I think he was solid. And I like some setups that he did on defense that I thought made him a lot tougher than a lot more than the average. I think he made a setup on D. I ain't gonna, tell nobody what it is, but I know what it is. But I like what he did, and I think that made him kind of hard to beat because he was instantly able to take parts of your game away by just how his setup was. So I got Dylan right now. If I want to win or Coco gonna want to win, we got to beat him up out of it. Yeah. So that's kind of my breakdown, man, or, both of our breakdowns.
And then, people talking stuff. That's a tough division. It's 7. How many Coco got? 3? You got 1
Coco got 3, Dylan got 1.
That's 5. That's 5 titles over in that division.
It ain't like it's no...
that ain't no cakewalk.
Dylan feels like, he won it. That's why he's trying to bet everybody $100.
Jock Marty defense. Oh, did he?
Let me put my team on the field.
Marty say that.
I don't know. I just played my game, man. So I think we got that out the way, man. So, with that being said, man, I think we kind of covered everything. I got my little rant, man. I got a little small rant, man. I've been loading my gun up, but when y'all do that show, I did a show a couple days ago.
We did so last week, yeah.
I just had to do some fact checking. So,
what's that?
Y'all was talking, in the Coach and Chuck show. Somebody had brought up, the Mount Rushmore and all this, and how good they was. So, I got my one bullet, and I'm about to shoot Drew dead in the face with it. I'm about to shoot him dead in the face with it. For one, he called me a bum. He was happy to see me, lose with Lamar, which I get, man. It's all in fun. So the disclaimer is, it's all in fun, man. Don't take nothing personal. But I just want to break you down, so everybody can get a good, clear picture of some of the things you say and how you look at it in the league. I'm gonna give you all the credit. When you say you're consistent, I give you that. I feel like you've been probably the most consistent. When you say wins, nobody can deny that at all. You won probably, like I say, every division, every season that you played.
Yeah.
No question about it. But my question to you is, how did you win them? Did you win them on straight gameplay, or did the exploits, was that the fuel to how you was winning? That's just something to think about. Me, myself, I think your game was just full of exploits. Whether you agree with that or not, that's cool, man. It is what it is. But I'm only saying this to say, hey, you called me a bum and you laughed about me with Lamar. I'm going to tell you something. When we had that draft last season, 100 out of 100 people would have said you was winning that ship when you got Lamar. It was no question. I don't think nobody else even thought they could win that ship when you got Lamar. And also what you got to understand is you got Lamar when the game was broken. Like Lamar, the game wasn't patched up. The exploits was all, the state artists alone with him, with the teams that not even built yet, it was no way you shouldn't have won. So the first thing that I want to really go back to is when talking about Lamar, I think Coach White asked you about, he was glad that you didn't have Lamar, and glad that Chuck made you trade him. But the key was, you said that you didn't run with Lamar. When you said you didn't run with him, you just passed. I want to know if you really looked at the stats of that season you had with Lamar. Do you know what them stats was, Chuck? Because I'm going to tell you.
I don't know what they was, but I know somebody that played.
You want me to tell them to you?
That was how he won.
I'm going to tell you what the stats were. This was Lamar's stats. Now, mind you, he said he didn't run with him, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
I got let me play it real quick, though. Hold on for a minute. Let's listen to what he said. Let me play it real quick, though. Hold on for a minute. Let me listen to what he said.
How do you got the bigger voice? Okay, it ain't going. But I tell you what, if you go to the Coach and Chuck show,
Go to 1 minute, 1 hour, 56 seconds, and point 12, and he'll tell you that, oh, I didn't really run with Lamar. I didn't run with him. I just ran 3 yards and slid. This dude actually ran for 1,100 yards, 1,137 yards, and 12 touchdowns off 132 carries with Lamar.
I didn't know that.
I don't know running backs who ran that many. He averaged 8.9 yards a carry. He was damn near a first down every time he ran the ball.
Yeah, 1,100 yards is tough.
He had 1,137 yards, 12 touchdowns off of 132 carries. Now, if you ain't running, tell me what running is. On top of that, he had 5,989 yards, 69 touchdowns, and 21 interceptions. Man, this dude accounted for 7,126 yards and 81 touchdowns, but he didn't run with it. Man, stop it. You didn't win a ship. You was on the drought when somebody exposed what you was doing. You didn't do nothing until that draft. And then after the draft, it just really showed the type of player you was. It showed that you didn't have no defense, and everybody kind of caught you on hope. You couldn't stop nobody just like I could.
What team did he have last year?
He had Green Bay. He had Green Bay. Go look at the stats.
Yeah, that's right.
Go look at the stats. Pull them up. Pull them up. You can go right to the thing right now and pull it up for everybody so they can see it. pull them stats up. Because when he said he didn't run, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I couldn't do nothing but laugh when he said he didn't run with him. But he was only saying I was a bum because I didn't win with Lamar. By the time I got him, everybody was prepared for Lamar. Defenses was looking totally different by the time I got Lamar opposed to when he had him. Dude had extra every motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? So,
me too, C-Bob.
I mean,
Nothing, C-Bob say he loved MML.
Yeah, he gotta love it because I'm telling the truth. So at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna give you credit for all your wins. I ain't taking nothing from you. But, bro, a lot of your shit come off of somebody else. T-Von put that shit out there, man. It's like somebody unplugged the air conditioner. That nigga game went straight to the motherfucking dump. That nigga didn't do shit. So he want to talk about somebody a bum and buns and ass cheeks. That nigga, man, come on, man. This nigga had an ass like Precious, nigga. He was ass like that. He didn't win shit else. Then he would say, oh, I got back to the ship, and then what happened?
Did he get back to the, he didn't get back.
7 yards, and then you gonna say it was gay.
Did he get back to a championship? Did he get back to a conference championship?
Hell no. I mean, he said he got to the AFC championship and got ran over by a bus.
By Ray.
Ran him over. You know what I'm saying? And then he got mad and said he was gay. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you can't tell us, hey, man, you gotta know the game. You know, like when he wins, it's like when he wins, don't nobody know the game. But then when somebody else wins, you know, they cheated. You know,
I don't know. You can't complain. Like, he go to YouTube, he admitted he gets stuff, but just don't. I agree with you on this. Don't complain when Ray run the play 800 times on you and you can't stop it and say it's gay.
Listen, man, Drew a cool dude.
You can't do that. I hate Ray game. Ray kills me.
To the league, man, that we ain't never had.
You gotta stop it.
I think with him, listen, man, with Drew, I just think Drew need to let the league give him his credit instead of him trying to give it his own stuff. Because, like, he'll easily go in there and say, I was cheated out of 4 championships, but the 4 you won, I felt, shit, nigga, you exploited your way to them titles. So did you cheat us for 4 and then somebody got them back, or what? Like, you can't say I should have had this, but you exploited your way all the way to, you know, really them first 3 chips. I ain't even gonna talk about the Lamar chip. I mean, I think you probably got that fair and square.
He got that fair and square. It was Lamar, but that was fair and square. He won that shit.
Listen, I'm pretty sure he still took somebody's shit, but having Lamar what nobody gonna beat him?
I just don't like ifs, man, because ifs like Ray, to me, if it wasn't for Coach White, like I say, Ray could have possibly won 2-3 ships last year.
We talking about them two niggas, man. Listen, we talking about Drew. Drew get in there and beat his chest. You know what I'm saying? He said he done done
Rose,
everything.
listen, Rose, prove it. Like, we say that, but ain't nobody got nothing on him. We know that other stuff was exploits.
Ain't nobody hating on Drew, man. Drew was all good, man. He all good.
Anytime somebody disagree with somebody, you say, hey.
No, man, yeah, listen, man. I ain't, listen, man. Everybody good in their own way. I just want you to keep it 100.
I ain't biased.
You know, I just want him to keep it 100.
I don't like none of you niggas.
He keep it 100 when he talking about somebody until he talking about himself. That's all. So I mean, I just had to shoot my little shot back at you. Yeah, I know. So Chuck, hey, I'm gonna let you take some calls, man. I ain't want,
man, these niggas don't gouge me. I ain't taking no calls after this. These niggas will be on my head.
I told them if they call me, you gotta cash at me $10, man.
$10 a call. MML is a business. On the real, I will say this. I am looking forward to this season only because I'm ready to get back. We less than a month away. I want to touch, it like, to me, never take it personal. To me, AJ made a statement. Like, nigga, I ain't never mad at Madden and who win and who say stuff. We all argue. Nigga say something about you, you get mad and say something. It ain't like never personal for me. The disrespect, if you start, I don't like when nobody in the chat, and it ain't just me, start calling people out their names and that if that we go too far, and I wish that can stop, and at times I be guilty of it. That part of MML I would like to stop. I love the trash talking. I love the little sub rivalries that's going on when you talk stuff and when you try to expose somebody. I like all that. I just don't like to calling people names and stuff like that. But please believe me, any of y'all can win, and I'll be happy for any. It ain't nobody in there like that I hope just don't win. Like, that's what we're here for, to play this game. Anyway, to play this game, man, like, it's some people, I kick it with a lot of people on the phone that call me. We kick it. I hope some people won. Last year, I hope AJ won to get over the hump, because AJ been coming up the last few years, and he won. Coach, I like for him. Coach been good. It don't seem like it, but he was good, and he finally won. So I might have, but I wasn't serious, Sivan. But like, I don't want no problem. Hey, I'm just trying to get through life unscathed, man. Like, we all, I don't want no problems for nobody.
We all trying to get to a better place.
Yeah, I got family, kids. I want to be here. When I threaten you, it don't take me serious, only because my old self, don't know, man, especially when he old. Don't know, man, like to be called bitches and hoes. I got to threaten you when you call me all the names, but trust me, I don't want no smoke. You niggas, I leave that for the young guys. But I want MML to expand, man. I want MML to be big. I want it to succeed. Like, I kick it with a lot of y'all outside of here, man. When I call y'all a bum, that's just my personal opinion. Just Larry. I talk to Just Larry every day. He's a fucking bum. I'm sorry, he's my boy. I talk to Rose. He's a fucking bum. I talked to Coach. He was a bum, but now he got one more Super Bowl than I got, so I can't really say nothing. I talked to Nitty. Nitty's a fucking bum. He got the best team in the league, and he only got one bowl. I'm sorry. I kick it with Coco. I kick it with who else? I kick it with out there? Sivan, you all right? You's a fucking bum right now. Like, who else is it? Officer Hoyt. Officer Hoyt, you got one lucky run to the bowl. You are a bum. I'm sorry. I want to say this about Irv coming back in. Irv kicked me out of league last year. I joined his league. They found out it was me and put me out. You are a fucking bum, and anybody who beat Irv get $10 from me, period. Who else can we go on to? Who I'm missing that like to call me? Oh, we'll take some calls now. Oh, this rolls right here. The calls is limited to 1 minute, and I will hang up on your ass. Rose, what up?
Hey, Hey.
What up, Rose?
What up, Rose? Go. What up?
What you got to say? You got 1 minute. Make it quick, Rose.
Hey, man. Damn, Chuck. Everybody bombs to you, man.
I got to speak the truth, man. This the truth.
I'm glad we got that 100 bet every time we meet up there.
Oh, man. Oh, Rose, I don't bet like that, brother. You get 25 from me.
Hey,
I don't bet more than 25.
Don't talk shit for the show, dude.
I can talk shit. You a bum, Rose. Everybody who get mad, you, Steven, your whole crew, Nelson. Now I don't know if Nelson do it. Oh, bet 100, bet 100. That don't. You still a fucking bum. I'm sorry. You got anything else to say? You got 30 seconds.
Hey, I don't want to waste your time, man. Do your thing, man. You're doing a good job, man.
Thank you, Rose. Rose, we kick it. You a bum. Bad nigga. Who next? Anybody else want to call in? You got 1 minute to take a shot. You want to take a shot at me? You got 1 minute. But I just call it like I see it. Like I say, I don't go off emotions. I go off truth. And you niggas is bums, man. Who's that? Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all ain't number one nothing. I'm going to keep it 100. I go down the list. I'm going to go down the list off this. Cole Kelly is a bum. He's the mouth of the South. The nigga's a bum. He made the one bowl in 6 years of playing. The nigga's a bum. Just Larry on Mount Rushmore, but he's just Larry right now because the nigga can't win nothing. He can't catch a cold right now. He'll never win another title. The nigga's a bum. Who was Carolina? C. Neal? You know what, C. Neal? You used to be a bum. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure if I was a betting man, you're still that same bum. C-Vine? Who next? C-Vine? We already know where you stand with me, C-Vine. You're a has-been. You're a bum. You stole a man's scheme last year. Tucker, you gonna get past. what's that nigga name? DK Walls? What can I say to you that hasn't been said about a pile of shit? You ain't shit. Ain't never been shit. Dolphins, I don't know you, so we gonna leave you out. Dylan, Officer Hoyt, I already said it. You're one winning Tampa lucky nigga. You's a bum. How about them Cowboys? Smash, you know what, Smash? I ain't got much to say. I respect your game. You still a bum. You like to take shots at me, but you are a complete bum. You never made it out the first round. Until you get past the first round, nigga, don't at me in the chat. Who else we got? J-Mo, bum. You'll never win nothing. Mar, you're really a bum. Who is Minnesota? Coco, you all right. Coco, man, you ain't never had no issues. You know what? You got 3 titles. I can't say much about Coco. We gonna pass Coco. Coco's a bum, but Drew, all right, Drew, you's an egotistical maniac. You like to praise yourself more than people give you praise. You are pretty good at Madden. You stole all the pro stuff and you manipulated MML. You are a bum. Who we got? Nelson, you a bum. Like, that's all I got to say about you. Nick, a bum. Rose, we already talked about you. You a goddamn bum. Ryan, you are the court jester. If you know what that is, you are a clown, nigga. You a bum. Shaky, don't know you, but I'm pretty sure you're a bum. Ray, I hate your game. You are a gimmick player, nigga. You are a bum. And if you ever win another one, I might have to shut up. Hey, Vic, my man, my favorite player in MML, Vic, you the one guy every time I hope to see on my schedule. Bum. Coach White, you ain't never beat me in Madden till last year, but hey, I gave you credit. You was the man last year. Hopefully I can get back. You got one lucky season, nigga. Be happy with that. Your reign is probably over. Bum. Mook, you'll never win a championship again. The time has passed you. Go get Vic jersey, Kyler Murray jersey, Josh Allen jersey, get them signed, and get out of MML, nigga. You ain't got time for this league. Bum. Irv, we already said $10 hit on Irv. That stands. And Super Smash, we already said that. All right, that's my rant, and I'm done. Nitty, if you want to say some closing thoughts, that's on you.
Nah, man. Hey, all I can say, man, can't wait till the draft, man. We're gonna do the draft reveal live. Hopefully right that second. Well, no, matter of fact, once everybody get loaded in when they get to the game, make sure we get the invites. We get the invites on early.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody, please have the game. All the troopers gonna have it on the 16th or whenever, but we want to draft Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the 20th. If everybody got the game and we can sign in, we can go ahead and draft, man. Please get the game so you won't hold the league. I hope all that money in too. Y'all be crying. There's enough time. You got money.
Put this out there too. I think somebody got I know people been paying like 65, thinking that they had to pay for their team. That really wasn't it, man. The league fee for this year is $75, which is 50.
That's true, Coach.
To cover the
no, he won't.
Then that money goes back. So if you sent 65, which is cool, just know you owe another 10 to complete the season, and then we good.
Okay, you got a list of them players who did that.
I got everybody cash out that paid, so I don't post that, but I'm just letting them know. Money been coming in, so people actually been doing good with getting the money in, which that's great. We ain't really.
Actually, Taiwan paid. He paid 65.
Yeah, he sent money. So what I'm just letting everybody know is 50 for the season, 25 for the trades, and all the money, like I said, is going back basically to the playoff pool. However we divide it up. We'll have a more clean cut, paperwork on it so everybody can see, so everybody will know what it is, and then that way, once everybody loaded in, we can kick off, and then once
Nick gonna quit. That's a bet.
Once everybody is in, we gonna go live. I have Chuck go live, and we'll do the draft reveal live, so everybody at the same time can see.
Yeah.
And at that moment, we'll start the silent draft up until the regular draft. So, just get the game early, man. Keep the chat live, man, and
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all this. For people, how much that game? $80, $90 to get it early? What y'all should do, if y'all trust y'all got boys, everybody got clicks, go in on the game together and share it. And they can share the game, can't they? That was a problem last year. I'm just throwing that out there. If y'all real cool like that, go in half on the game, get the game early, share accounts, download it. And both of y'all can spend like $40. I just got it. It cost me like $90, $95. But if I would have thought about it, I would have shared it with somebody.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Fuck around, bitch, don't work.
No, one of them got to download. That might be too much, but that was just.
Yeah, I'm just going to get it early. But, once everybody loaded in, man, we're going to immediately run into the silent draft, and then,
I don't care. He put me out his league, C-Mine. It ain't personal, Herbs. This is MML is a business.
You
got a hit on your head.
Man, we just having fun with it. And, man, I just hope everybody ready to play, man. And try to let's see who do what, man. Everything look interesting, man.
I want to see who actually can win this year. But the rules going to come. But I might do a show. I'm going to post the rules in the chat so it ain't known, because we do got a few new guys who may not really know all the rules. But basically, you can't think of no new rule that we got, dude. We ain't got no new rules.
The last rule that we implemented, I think, rush 3.
Oh, yeah, the rushing 3. That's definitely, you're right. We got to make sure that's in there. You got to rush 3. At all times. You will be penalized for it. We don't want no excuses. You slip past the line or you got stuck on a player. If somebody call it, we gonna talk about that.
We want to treat it, if it happens, then we want to treat it as a turnover, or I guess if you're doing it on defense, it's a
yeah. But other than that, I don't see. If one of y'all got a new rule or a rule that y'all think should be tweaked, but for the most part, man, it runs smooth. The only problem come when niggas try to get over and get find loopholes in the rule. Just play the game, man. We all have fun in here. We all competitive. Play the game. Make sure you playing it right. You can do whatever you want. It ain't like we stop plays or ban plays. Play the game. Play fair as you can. Matter of fact, the over-under on PT breaking the first rule is 4 games. Anybody want to take up that bet with me? 4 games, $25. That nigga will break a rule within the first 4 games. One of them Ipsy niggas. But all right, man.
I ain't gonna put no money on it, man. Only thing I can say is if he do, he's gonna be like, I ain't even know.
Hey,
I ain't even know.
$25 trades unlimited. If you don't want to do the $25, pay that. It's $10 per trade. So you might as well pay.
You're not gonna be able to participate in that money neither. So if you don't pay it, if you get to the playoffs, don't be looking for no payout.
Yeah, don't look for no payout if you don't participate in that trade and that money, man. That $25 is unlimited. Most guys don't make trades, so
I mean, they make the playoff though. That's money for them. So
that's
how they want to do it. Just let me know if you don't want to get involved, and we'll just X you out of that money. It'll just be more for the people that's in it.
Yeah. And other than that, like I say, it's gonna be fines this year for when y'all break rules. Maybe that'll stop y'all from doing it. It's gonna be suspensions and fines, man. And no, you owe 25, Dylan, because you paid for your team early. So all the people who paid for their team early, you paid that 65, but you still owe the 25. It's some guys.
No, it's 65. Just make the 65, 75, so they just owe an extra 10 and they done.
Wait a minute, Nitty. Now
You know what I'm saying? It's only the team was still 50, and then the 25 was 20. Whoever put the extra $15, I'm not sure who did that. That's something that y'all got to figure out. I didn't know.
So you saying whoever paid 65 only owed $10?
Yeah, because it was just 75 for the league. That was it. It was just 20. It was the regular 50, and then the 25. The 75 went. It was it.
Okay.
I thought people thought it was 50 for the picking your team, and then another 55 for trade.
Okay, I stand corrected, Dylan. Okay, whoever paid $65, you just owe $10 more. Whoever paid 65, I'll put that in the chat. So that'll cover your unlimited trades. If you didn't pay that 65, you owe $25. That's right,
The only other 25 is for Sevon and them.
Oh yeah, they moved. Yeah, if you moved, you owe that 25. If you move teams. Huh?
The
moving is over. It's no more moving because I thought it was 6-5 NFC as far as Super Bowl champions, but I think they said 6 champs on the AFC.
I mean, it's still even on both sides.
Yeah, I think it's even, so I think we should keep it like that, man. So it ain't no free or easy rides. If you win your division, you still face tough people. So we're going to stop all the moving. If you moved and didn't pay your 25, you owe 25. But have a good year, man, and we're going to talk some stuff. And I'm going to be a lot more calmer this year. Hopefully y'all don't frustrate me. All
right, man.
All right, Nitty. Yeah. All right, let's have a great MML season, man. And since Coach talking about the media or whatever, do shows. Like, I welcome it, and I watch them because I like different perspectives. I think it's fun for the league. And, anybody who want to do one can do one. So, if y'all want to do it, go ahead. What up, Rose?
What up?
Peace. Hey. Yeah.